Jin and the return of companions. A happiness or the beginning of a new question? Asterisk asterisk, does the return of old friends always bring happiness? Asterisk asterisk, joyful news comes from the life of Jin, a simple young man known for his warm and humble personality. Today, Jin is overwhelmed with immense happiness upon hearing that his old best friend Tae has returned to his birth village. However, is this meeting really as simple as a story about the reunion of two best friends? Or is there something deeper and complex behind this happy moment? This question is interesting to discuss, considering that friendship often carries a broader dimension than just emotional warmth. Does Tae's return signal the end of Jin's lonely days, or the beginning of a major conflict or change in his life? The story of Jin and Tae, true friends or just memories of the past? Asterisk asterisk, to understand the happiness of the genie today, we need to go back in time. Jin and Tae are two best friends who grew up together in their small village. They spent childhood sharing dreams, laughter, and even sadness. However, everything changes when Tae decides to go to the big city to pursue his own career and life. Over the years, their relationship has been maintained through short messages and phone calls, but physical distance and the rush of life often keep them apart. Now, after a long time, Tae decides to return. However, the question is, what exactly drove Tae back to this village? Is it because they missed their hometown? Or is there another reason for which the Jin do not know? How did the environment react to Tae's return? Tae's return not only awakens happiness in Jin, but also becomes a hot topic of conversation in the village. Tae is known as an ambitious person who leaves the village to achieve his dreams. There are many who admire him, but not a few who feel that his departure used to be a form of abandonment to his place of origin. "He just left without looking back," said one villager who declined to be named. Now that he's back, does he really care about this village, or just want to find something for himself? Statements like this cause controversy among the public. Will Tae's return be just a brief moment before he returns to his life in the big city? Or is this really the beginning of his intention to rebuild relations with the village and the people in it? What does Jin really feel? In the midst of his happiness, it was inevitable that Jin might also feel nervous or even scared. Tae's return brings many unanswered questions. Is their friendship the same as before? Or has distance and time turned the relationship into something alien? When someone important in our life leaves, there is a part of us that goes with them, says a psychologist who observes the phenomenon of human relationships. And when they come back, often we don't know what to do, whether to welcome them with open arms or keep our distance to protect ourselves. Is Jin really feeling happy, or is there fear behind his smile? Afraid that Tae might no longer be the same person he used to be? Friendship in the midst of change. Can Tae and Jin adjust? Time and experience often change a person. Tae has lived a very different life in the big city, while Jin remains in the village, living a simple routine. This difference can be a big challenge in their relationship. When two different worlds meet, there is always a risk of tension, says one relationship expert. They may feel nostalgic for their past together, but the current reality may not live up to expectations. Will Tae and Jin be able to adjust to the changes within themselves? Or will their friendship be tested by the differences that now separate them? The mystery behind Tae's return. Is there a hidden reason? Asterisk asterisk, one of the things that makes Tae's return so interesting is the vagueness of the reasoning behind his decision. Is he really back to re-establish friendship with Jin and the other villagers? Or is there something bigger he is planning? Some villagers speculate that Tae may have ulterior motives. Some say that he returned because of personal problems that he could not solve in a big city. Some also suspect that he may have business dealings involving this village. "We never know what's really behind someone's decision," one villager said. Tae may seem like a sincere person, but who knows what's on his mind? What will happen next? Tae's return does bring happiness to Jin, but it also raises big unanswered questions. Will their friendship remain strong in the midst of change? Is Tae really sincere in his intention to return, or is there something bigger he's hiding? This story became a reflection on the complexity of human relationships, on how distance, time, and life changes can affect even the most sincere relationships. And finally, will the happiness of today's genie last long? Or will he face new challenges that will test his strength as a friend? All these questions still do not have a definite answer. However, one thing is clear. Jin and Tae's story is a reminder that life is often full of surprises, both sweet and enigmatic.